Good morning, and welcome to the National Association for Fixed Annuities webcast. I'm Chuck DiVincenzo, President and CEO at NAFA. This is our 16th webinar in the past couple months, presented during the COVID crisis. And we hope to bring you, obviously, information to help our membership in the industry in these unprecedented times as we transform and continually modify our business models. Today, we are pleased to have David Novak, Director of Agatha Global Tech and AnnuitiesGenius.com, and Josh Rudnick, their National VP of Relationship Management, here to share with us how to sell annuities in a virtual world. David and Josh, we appreciate you joining us this morning as both educators and NAFA members. I have a few questions for you. I have a question for you before we kick things off. I guess I'll direct this at Josh as we go here. Josh, as we look at what's gone on, what has changed in the post-COVID world as far as technology?
Yeah, thank you. We're definitely going through a paradigm shift, no doubt about it. We're experiencing and we're having a forced disengagement from our clients with the COVID-19 crisis. Tons of advisors are finding it, difficult to schedule appointments. They're having to, cancel workshops. We're experiencing a huge reduction in the ability to kind of engage in person with our clients to really address their retirement planning needs. And Americans right now, they want guidance and solutions more than ever.
So how does the technology in general, and then yours specifically, help agents, brokers, advisors better sell and service to their clients?
Definitely. Technology is going to help the industry kind of the way it helps all the other industries. 40 years ago, if you wanted to buy a vacuum or a bike, you would have to, go to the store and buy it. But now you can go on Amazon, find whatever bike or vacuum you're looking for. You click a button and it's at your door the next day. If you don't know how to put it together, you can go on YouTube and, watch videos on how to put it together and how to use it. Technology is never supposed to make things more difficult. We see technology as supposed to, make things quicker, easier and more convenient and efficient. Technology also provides us with the tools that we need to stay connected to each other and other people despite, being stuck in our houses. And this means that we can share information with each other instantly so everyone can stay informed. Now, Annuities Genius, it's a comprehensive set of tools, okay, that gives the advisors everything that they need to engage, present, and close annuity sales. But more importantly, it's going to keep them compliant. Okay, because with Annuities Genius and the best interest standard that's coming out, Annuities Genius allows you to compare thousands of annuities every single time you sit down with a client or you do a screen share with a prospect. Okay, we also record keep everything for you automatically. You don't have to worry about that. We're going to take care of it. Okay, this is a point of sales tool. Okay, it's for the advisors to promote transparency to their clients, which will then gain them trust with every prospect that they engage with. And they get all of this in one technology platform at their fingertips.
So this, obviously this technology platform's helping advisors. Is there any specifics you'd like to add about that?
As far as it being able to help the advisors, it's really hard to promote transparency over the phone. Okay, and like I said, we're really getting into this virtual meetings. And to be able to really be transparent over the phone, it's better if you show them rather than tell them. Okay, that's what we've done ever since we started this. It's always better to show rather than tell.
Yeah, Annuities Genius. Hi, this is David Novak. Thank you so much for having us, guys. We absolutely enjoy being in your company and NAFA. We see a lot of success going through Annuities Genius. People, it help you build trust instantly with the consumer. You don't have to tell them anymore. If you're in sales, you'll really understand what I'm going towards. The agents there on the front lines selling annuities. Annuities is not a Christmas club. Annuities is a lifestyle, and it's a little different sale. We really try to bring transparency, trust. It builds that instantly with the consumer. It just does everything for you. We will show you exactly what it does in the next couple of seconds. But before we start, go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, before we start, I'm not going to waste, your guys' time. I know you guys are very busy. We have hundreds of testimonies that are coming in every single day from, independent advisors, marketers. We have, people like this guy, Tom Hegna. He's a guru when it comes to this. And he says, with thousands of annuities on the market, how can you really recommend what is the best in the age of the best interest standard? And he says, well, you can't, but Annuities Genius can. Okay, you can find the best annuity for your client based on what's important to them. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to help America retire. Okay, we're trying to help people who help Americans retire. Okay, now I think right there with the best interest standard coming out, this is going to be the standard.
Yep. Without further ado, I like you to do two things: grab a cup of coffee or a glass of water, and put a seatbelt on. We're going for a ride on a Ferrari. Go ahead, Josh.
All right. Yeah, Ferrari is definitely what this is. So when you go to annuitiesgenius.com, you'll go to log in. You'll get a username and password. All right. This is our dashboard. Okay. This is where all of the magic happens. Now remember, it's better to show rather than tell. Okay, when you fill out your client's information, there is a best interest consumer suitability profile that you can have your client fill out and then send back to you. Okay, so now when you're screen sharing with them or you're sitting down with them in their living room, they can see their main financial objectives are right on your front screen. Okay, instantly you're promoting transparency to them. They know that you have what's in their best interest, okay, based on the questions that they answered themselves. Okay, now I'm going to walk you through a few of the tools that we feature on Annuities Genius, and my job here is to make you guys fall in love with this platform the way that we've seen agents and marketers and FMOs fall in love with it. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to go over, it's our rider calculators. Okay, we have two rider calculators. This is the projected income calculator. Some people call it the hypothetical calculator.
That's a new addition.
As you can see, your client's information will populate in automatically. Okay, you can do allocation mode, so you have 5 to choose from. All right, we can go, let's say, top performing accounts for the most recent period. All right, if your client is looking for maybe retiring in 10 years, well, then you can just drag it over to the 10-year mark. All right, we can set the last one to come out on whatever, they decide on, 96. And it's going to show you all the different carriers. Okay, you can go to show more details. All right, it's going to show you everything that you need to know about the product. And then it's going to illustrate it for you. So starting over here at the left, you have their age, interest rate, the accumulation value, the fees if there are any, death benefits, your income-based bonus, the guaranteed minimum, and then the one on the right here is, I think, the coolest thing. It's the increasing income. Okay, we can see that we're starting it at age 68. And as you scroll down, you can see the increasing income every single year. Okay, that way we can protect against inflation. Now, if we go to the guaranteed rider calculator, all right, guaranteed rider calculator, same thing. Everything's going to populate in for your client. You can file for joint by putting the spouse's age. You can select by ratings. We can defer payments just by going back and forth like this. Okay, if you can do this, you can use Annuities Genius.
It's that easy.
All right, now we have different categories. Okay, we have your guaranteed category. You have riders with increasing incomes. If you're looking for long-term care, okay, we have a category just for doublers. You don't have to go searching for it. All right, we have interest multipliers and no fees. And this is not a spreadsheet. Okay, this isn't something off Excel. You can see the carriers' logos. You can see, all the information. You can click on them, and it's going to bring up the product information, like all the allocation options. It's going to show you information like age restrictions and, premium payments. You can do carriers information. All right, the provisions and waivers, withdrawals, surrenders, and with one click of a button, you can put all of this into a beautiful illustration. has your client's name, your name, the date that it was prepared, and it illustrates everything that we just saw on that page. Okay, but that's not enough. We don't want to show them just one. Okay, the whole point of this is to show them all of their options. So up at the top, we can go over and select report, and it's going to put all of them into one report for your client. Okay, this is probably the coolest thing that I saw when I first started here. Okay, we're showing 54 lifetime income riders all in one report for the client. It's absolutely amazing. All right, so those are our rider calculators. Now we have market tools that are really going to blow your mind. Okay, market tools, I'm going to start with this indicator tool because it's my favorite. Okay, the indicator tool allows you to see the indexes in real time. Okay, you can see right here as of yesterday or as of today. Okay, you have 6 columns to sort the information. So let's say 2019, you wanted to see what was worst to best. You click on it, it shows you worst to best. You click on it one more time, it shows you best to worst. All right, 5 years, 10 years, worst to best, best to worst. Now, you can go over to the indexes and you can see in blue here, little links that you can click on, and this will take you to the index ticker so that you guys can see the information in real time. All right, if you want to see, okay, this is the raw index, what carrier, what product, okay, we can go to accounts, and this is going to take us to the next tool. This is our analyzer tool, but it only plugs in the one index for you. All right, now you can also select top 10. Okay, you can exclude all of them in the report, or you can include all. Okay, and you can go up right up to the top here where you see these little 3 dots. You can click on print, and it's going to put them all in order based on their 10-year average. Okay, it's absolutely beautiful. Now, I do want to go to the analyzer tool because this is a really big favorite amongst advisors. Okay, up here you have your 2 modes. You have your recent NAIC, which is just, December 31st to December 31st, 10 years. Okay, you have most recent, which in this case would be May 1st, 2010 to May 1st, 2020 is when they're back testing. Okay, and you can see the 10 years, the 15 years, and the 20 years. Now you can filter out, put a carrier's information, you got your client's information. Again, we give you the ratings. If you're looking for an index that has no cap, you just click no cap. Okay, if you don't want any account fees, 1 click. Everything is 1 click away. All right, surrender charges, if you want to look at only, 8, 9, and 10-year surrender charges, then that's all you're going to look at. Okay, averaging types and rest periods, you can even search by the indexes themselves if you want. Okay, it is pretty amazing. 1 click with everything. Okay, it shows you everything that you need to know, which carrier, which index they're using, what product they're using, and again, you can click on the product. Okay, bring up the sheet. You can click on the product brochure. It's pretty cool stuff, guys. All right, now the whole point about this is you want to back test. Okay, so we're going to click the green button here. All right, and we're going to go down here. All right, and we're going to click on back test. All right, this is going to take us to our historian tool. All right, now from the analyzer tool, the historian is going to plug in everything for you. Okay, if you don't want to allocate 100% into that index, you can go to edit allocations. All right, this brings up all of the indexes that are available within that product, and you can allocate yourself, or you can go to some predefined allocations, and it's going to show you predefined allocation strategies. You can see the percentage, you can see what index they're using, and you can see the most recent high and low periods. All right, if we click on just, the first one here, we can see total quick overview. We can see the historical index performance. We can see the hypothetical values. Going down, we can see the most recent high and low periods in tab form, and you get it in a graph. And then up at the very top here, okay, you can go to annuity details and bring up that product sheet. Okay, we can print out that product sheet for our client. That way there's everything there is to know about this product. We can also print out the historian report. All right, that way we can illustrate the historian report for them. Now, at the bottom of every report that we run for you, it's very important that we put our compliance sheet. Okay, we take compliance very seriously. Okay, the top line really just says it all. This supplemental report is not valid unless accompanied by a complete product illustration and/or disclosure document from the respective insurer. Okay, we are here to keep advisors, marketers, and we're here to keep everyone safe. All right, the next tool we're going to look at is the database. Okay, we're going to go to the fixed index database here. All right, if you have a client that, let's say, has, qualified money, and you can say he's got money in, 401k or his pension, 403b, whatever it may be. Okay, let's say IRA. In the filters, you can put the filters for the allocations. No fees, no spread uncapped, full participation. All right, you can sort this information by a lot of things. Fixed rates, participation rates, caps. So if you do participation rates, it's going to sort all of this by the participation rate. So you're going to see the highest participation rates on the right. All right, and you can scroll down and see all of them. Now you have other filters here. I mean, there's a lot. Premium bonuses, surrender periods, account types. Okay, you can do anything like 10 years. All right, you have averaging or no averaging, riders, ratings. You guys, you can do anything you want. All right, now once you put in all of those filters for your client's best interest, now you can compare companies side by side. Okay, we're going to go and we're going to click the orange button here, and you're going to see them populate on the left-hand side in the side by side. Okay, you can compare up to 8 companies at a time. Okay, and it looks really cool in one report. All right, once you go in, you can click view. Just like that, you have them all side by side. All right, and if that wasn't good enough, you can click print and you can put it into an illustration for your client. And because these are just PDF files, you can email these, you can text message them, print them out, give it to them, whatever works best for you guys. Now, one of the coolest features I think about this is you can, let's say we got American Equity here, 6 allocation strategies. It's got 1 rider option. Okay, we can go over to the historian tool right here. Okay, when we click the historian tool, again, it's going to plug in the information and it's going to show you different allocation strategies for that particular product. Okay, you can do some predefined or you can go to custom. You can customize whatever ones you want, and then you can go through a historian report with them. Okay, next thing over here is we got our Genius University and we got our client management system. Okay, what's great about the client management system is we're going to keep everyone nice and organized. Okay, and when we click on our client's details, this is probably the coolest thing. Everything you do is going to be record kept for you. Okay, right here we can click on records and we're going to see everything that we've done is time-stamped and date stamped. Okay, we can even click on the report that we downloaded with them, even if it was 10 or 15 years from now. All right, we're going to keep everyone compliant. Okay, now the questionnaire that we were looking at is very important, the suitability profile. If you go over to facts, you can see the profile that your client filled out. Okay, it has all of the information for them. And if you go up here, you can click on print and it's going to put it into an illustration that you can send to your client. You can keep it for your records. It's very, very professional.
Or you can also send the link.
And you can also send the link. All right, and again, right on the front of the dashboard, the client can see that you have their financial objectives right there for them to see. They know that you're working with their best interest in mind. Okay, we are trying to help America retire. There are 15 tools that's going to allow every advisor to be fully equipped in the field, whether that's screen sharing, whether that's bringing people into their office, whether that's going to someone's house and doing a demonstration for them. We have given them everything they need. Just like a construction worker has a tool belt, now every annuities advisor is going to have a tool belt, and it's Annuities Genius. Okay, it's going to make them save time. It's going to help them increase their production, which is going to help all of the carriers increase their production. And FMOs and marketers, we have our Genius University tab right here. So anything that you need to do about education, we have upcoming webinars that we do every Tuesday, and we show them how to use the Genius.
Plus you do one every morning.
Plus I do one every morning with the schedule, 30-minute demo. Every single morning I'll go through and answer questions and show people how to use this. Okay, we have all of our webinars recorded, so you can always go back and listen to them. And we have a tool tutorial library. Every tool that we feature on our platform has a little video that shows you how to use it. Okay, and if there needs to be a personal question that needs to be answered, you can call into us, and we are more than happy to go over everything with anyone who has questions. Now, up here, you have your product decks. Okay, if you want to create a product deck, you can go to Manage Product Deck, and you can click on Favorites. You can go to A ratings or higher. You can name these product decks whatever you want. Okay, I'm just going to put my name here and create it. Okay, the way you create a product deck is you select the carriers that you want to present, and then you can deselect the products that maybe you don't want to present.
That you don't have access to.
That you don't have access to. Okay, once you go in and you select all the carriers and the products that you want to present, then you'll go up to the right and click Save. We're going to save the product deck for you, and then we'll go up and we'll go to Change Product Deck. We'll go down to the one that we created. So now we can see that we're in the one that we created. And when you go back to these tools, now the only carriers and products that you want to show up are the ones that you selected. Okay, if we go back to All Products, now we can see that we're in All Products. Now we can see that we're showing all of them. Okay, this allows it to be customized. People can put their own company logos up here. They can put their logos on the reports so that the FMOs and the agents have a more personalized aspect for the clients.
Also, if you are an FMO, you have an ability to go to your agency settings. We're not going to have a lot of time to click right now, but you can have your agency settings. You can see all the activity inside the settings. You can see which marketer run which report. You can see which agent run which report if they have, become a member of the Genius under your FMO organization, under your carrier organization, or direct. And we can explain that when we have, when you're interested in find out more, you're welcome to call us, and we will show you all the details and how you record keep everything, and how you can manage your decks, how you can manage your agency settings, absolutely everything, pretty much. How your memberships, how to upload your logo, and it's just so many more things that we have. We have so far about 15 different tools inside the Genius, and we're rolling out 2 more incredibly powerful tools by 9 p.m. on 4th of July. That's right before the fireworks. We're gonna roll out something really, really cool, and we're working on a lot of more different projects. We just updated our budget for this year and next year to create even more. We're having fun creating. We are very blessed. It took us about 4.5 years to create everything you see right now. Obviously, it took a lot of, let's put it, time and capital to do all this stuff. And we really, truly believe that this is going to help the industry tremendously. It's, I believe personally, it's a win-win for the carriers. It's a win-win for the FMOs, for marketers. It's a huge win for the agents, and it's an unbelievable win for the consumer. Consumer like to know the truth. The best interest actually helping us, I believe, truly, not hurting us. It's much easier to qualify the prospect if you're doing sales. You just know exactly what they're looking for. I think it's phenomenal how the Genius can help you quickly stay transparent, have a best interest of the consumer in heart, and don't just tell your prospect. If you tell me, I have to kind of trust you. Well, who is this guy, right? Telling me things. Don't tell your prospect. Show them. We have unbelievable amount of success stories coming on every month basis, every year. Like every year, we're only a year old. we have hundreds and hundreds of testimonials coming on an everyday basis. By the way, thank you so much if you're on the call right now for those FMOs and agents that have tremendous success already with the Genius. like Targeted Financial, Gradients, AmeriLife, so many agents from so many different places. I have a whole list of them in my mind. Broker International, a lot of them, they just see a lot of success with the Genius, and we're just here to help all of us succeed, stay compliant, and help the America retire, like Josh said.
Yeah, if we can help America
Josh,
right and smart, we can help the economy tremendously.
Economy, that's right.
Josh and David, a couple things here. First of all, appreciate the information. But one of the things that I guess people are, there's a number of questions that have been asked, and what we'll do is the folks online we will have Josh and David answer your questions back to you after the presentation. The other thing is, obviously you've worked with a number of different FMOs and IMOs and agents on this. How are they typically integrating your tool within the sales process?
Yeah, so when we rolled out the consumer suitability profile, we got a huge response back from the agents and the FMOs that they absolutely loved it. The reason why they loved it is the reason why we created it. We want to promote transparency to the client. Okay, it is not easy to promote transparency over the phone or screen sharing software. Okay, so that means that we need to do something extra. With that consumer suitability profile, the client is able to see that the agent, the advisor, has what's in their best interest. Okay, when the agent has that trust with the client is more open, and you're including the client into the decision-making process. You're no longer selling them a product, you're educating them on their investment. Okay, when you start having that relationship with your clients, your sales are going to double and triple within the first few months. I guarantee it.
Yeah, I'm in sales all my life, as you know, Chuck. I've been really in sales all my life. I used to have a fashion company back in New York when I was 19 years old. I used to have a food business. I was always fascinated with Wall Street. I became a stockbroker back then, which was super cool and popular. And I was probably top 10 back then in the company. And I learned, how to really position. It's all about positioning in sales and in life. Pretty much anything you do in life, it's how you position yourself. With the Genius, you're not a salesman anymore. You are becoming an educator. You're a real annuity educator with the Genius. They, like Josh said, they participate in the decision-making process, which means they participate in their decision, their life decision, and you're just there to guide them and help them understand and learn what's the best for them. And that's why Annuities Genius is so powerful, because you don't tell, you show. People like to know the truth. Let's give it to them.
Well, Josh and David, I really appreciate your presentation today. One of the things that I strive for is to try to look for best practices and look for new technologies to help us both be in compliance with what we're doing out there in the field, but also be able to really kind of show folks the power that we have in the fixed index annuity world to help folks retire.
Absolutely.
So thank you for the information shared today. It was both informative and enlightening. The webinar was recorded and will be for those who cannot attend today and those wanting to review the content on our website. Our next webcast is scheduled for Wednesday, June 10th, when our guest Kelly McDonald, one of the nation's top experts in marketing, customer service, and consumer trends, and our 2018 Summit keynote speaker will join us to discuss how to wow, work, and win consumers now, seamlessly transitioning to business abnormal later. If you're not an AFA member and would like to support our education and advocacy initiatives in support of the annuity industry, as well as obtain access to our archived presentations, please go on NAFA.com and click membership, join NAFA. Dave and Josh, again, I want to thank you for sharing with us today. And those out there that want more information, please contact them. And I thank all of you for your time and attendance. This concludes
Thank you so much,
webcast.
and thank you for NAFA. Stay safe.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Josh. Thanks, David.